So aluminum transom, I think, is a little bit not in a budget build. And a wooden transom is definitely a budget thing, but I've had it with wooden transoms. Observe why a wood is not gonna go back in here. I condemn wooden transoms. Unless you're gonna fiberglass over them and seal them, I condemn them. Like, not in aluminum boats. Not if you're gonna rebuild it. Don't put one back in there, don't do it. Either put aluminum on aluminum, which would last forever and it's the best situation, but if you don't wanna do that, but you want something that will never rot and is extremely rigid and inflexible and durable, to the extent where it's even more durable than aluminum, these HDPE transoms are really competitive with our aluminum transoms in terms of pricing, and they, I mean, arguably, they're just as good or better, possibly better. I mean, composite transoms are on the rise as like a trending thing. After watching this video, go ahead and just click on my name and check out the channel. We have exclusive member videos, anything from beginner, intermediate, and all the way to advanced master classes and more. We have raw boat build documentaries, advanced discussions on strategy and why we do things the way we do. But if you want even more from this, to include direct coaching and interactions with myself and my team, there is Patreon. Whether you're trying to build a super high-end complex build in a monster john boat like this, or you're just simply trying to make a budget-friendly conservative build that still looks really nice just like this, then we have a pretty good wealth of knowledge for you. It's all in the top playlist series pinned to the top of my channel. If you click on there, check them out. You guys have a john boat, it needs a new transom. They all need new transoms because, well, they just don't last, they're wood. And everybody wants a permanent solution, but a lot of times people don't want to put aluminum transoms in here because they're expensive and they're a little bit, you got to do more to make them work. The good thing about the wood is that you can just cut it in pieces to fit and then it just fits. But there's also something like that right here. This is our HDPE transom. It's a solid block of plastic, just like wood, where you can trim this, trace it to fit, trace your old transom, pull your old rotten transom out, and if it's still in good enough shape to actually be a template, then just template it directly on here. Otherwise, make this however you want. You can cut it however you want. It'll cut with a skill saw, it'll cut with a sawzall, it'll cut with anything that cuts plastic. We give you a finishing piece here. Now this top little C channel, that is for the finishing piece. So when you have it installed, you go ahead and slide that on right here. Things I can do with this that I would never do with an aluminum transom or a wooden transom. So I'm beating it pretty hard there. So, unfazed. That is a big deal because, like, if you ever watch those full HDPE boats getting dropped from like 2 or 3 stories, and it shows it doing with a fiberglass boat, it crumbles. It shows it doing with aluminum boat, and it doesn't necessarily crumble, but it bends and warps. And then they show you throwing a plastic boat like this off 3 stories, and it's unscathed. Same material, and it's arguably way easier to use. You need less tools. It goes right in just like a piece of wood. If you're going to cut a wood transom, already 1.5 inches thick, which is what most stock transoms on these old john boats and vehicles are. It's perfect. You guys got to check it out, TBNation.net. We also sell aluminum transoms. If you want aluminum on aluminum and you want it to last forever, that's great. Theoretically, there's nothing here to rot, so there's nothing organic in here. It's all composite, all synthetic. The only thing that would make this rot would be like constant exposure to UV rays over a long period of time, because the thicker the plastic, the more resistant it is to UV rays. This is extremely thick, and it will be covered inside your transom, so the likelihood of it ever degrading at all, I can't see why this wouldn't last the life of your boat as long as it's covered and not exposed. So this will be going in here. They are a little bit heavy though. They're a little stout. They might surprise you because of how thick and dense and hard they are. But I mean, it's just a transom. A little bit extra weight back there won't matter. I mean, it's gonna do tremendously better with an outboard on there. That is the easiest. That is the easiest a transom has ever came out. Probably never again. Yeah, no corrosion. Just like a little bit of paint peeling. A wire wheel will just clean that all up. That's great. And there's not a million holes. Normally by the time you get a boat this old, there is 45 holes in the back for literally no reason, but now there is only 6, and 2 of them are because I'm not quite sure why there's 2 of them missing. Well, this took me all about 20 minutes, if I minus all the talking, which took this project longer than it had to. But I actually this is the easiest transom I've ever installed. It's the thickest, most dense and strong transom that I've ever personally touched. And despite how stupidly weird this transom is with a backwards lip, making it all awkward, I was still able to use that finishing piece given to us by TBNation Outdoors Midwest to finish this off and make it look pretty pro. All right, we installed these in self-tappers, 1/8 pilot hole, a 3/16 inch countersink, and then we just stuck in self-tappers, stainless steel self-tappers. And it's going right into the plastic. It's a sealed unit. Don't worry about siliconing any of this. You really don't. The only thing you got to do worry about is siliconing the back, which because we have, I think we'll have to do is patch up these screw holes because the transom didn't quite go so far because I didn't get the exact length that I needed. It's my fault, not nobody else's, so make sure you get your exact length. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it's fine. Looks a little weird, but it's fine. It'll work just fine. And as we continue with this build, you'll see why. And I'm super happy to have this in here because now that the transom is done, I can finally just start getting into the framing. Oh wait, I do have to fix this. This is so bad. I don't know if you can see that. That's horrendous. I might have to bust out the welder. It's a pretty nice night today. It's not too hot. It's got a cool evening. I might just go, I don't know, get a coffee or something and come back and hit this up. All right, so that's it for the transom installation on this boat. It's still got a whole lot of problems, and really, after looking at the hull, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on this hull. I mean, look at it. Why would you do it? I just kind of came to my senses. I'm not going to do an all-out build. I'm going to do the most serious budget build you've ever seen for any John boat that is actually going to turn out really nice. How? Don't worry, I have a plan. I mean, we'll figure it out. And also, we still got this 1448 that we are probably going to turn into a center console flats boat. And yeah, it's going to get the flats boat Florida skiff like looking treatment. Wait for that.